Listen to me very closely, people. I'm not playing. This is not a game. I just had to pull over because I couldn't even get to my phone quick enough to record this. As I was making a right turn on the Walters Lane off of Marlboro Pike, there's a seafood place called Nemo Seafood. It's a Chinese place, for real, called Nemo Seafood. There was a little Chinese guy. I'm not going to say guy because he looked like a kid, but he was running in the parking lot with a big brown bag catching cats. I'm not kidding, dog. I really wish I could catch him again because he walked back into the store by the time I got to my phone. It was sitting here charging or whatever. It was already dead for real. I'm on 20% now. So, hopefully when I go back around there after I finish getting this gas, I'm going to go back around there and see if I can catch him doing that again. But yes, he just was randomly catching cats and putting them in this big brown bag and then walked back into the store. This was all as I was at the light and about to make a right onto, I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. PG County, on Marlboro Pike. As soon as you make that right on the Walters Lane, bro, I had enough time to catch and see exactly what he was doing. He was in the opposite side parking lot. Like across the street is like a record store and some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he was in that parking lot catching cats, bro, putting it in there into that bag and ran across the street back to the store, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to cut this out. Y'all got to know for a fact that the government is definitely behind that shit, too. You know what I'm saying? Allowing that shit to happen. They don't put food inspectors inside of these Chinese restaurants for a reason. Google it. There are no food inspectors coming to these Chinese restaurants to regulate what they doing, bruh. Listen to what I'm telling you, man. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is for your own good. Do not eat at Nemo Seafood. Do not eat at none of these Chinese restaurants ever again, man. Ever again. You cannot trust them at all. You cannot trust them at all, man, especially when they could get away with it with no food inspectors, no fire inspectors, none of that stuff come through there. Google it. I'm not playing with you. All right, pay attention.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF Fast Game Show on Mike C.
I'm very well.
Hey, we're here to bring you some breaking news.
Yeah, okay. Now, first I must go ahead and give full credit to Mr. Calloway, Dan Calloway. Now, he's on my Facebook page, and I ran across his story. Now, the story is that Mr. Calloway, and I tried to get him on the show, so I tried to reach out to you, so I hope you don't get offended by us showing this footage. Now, what he's saying is people that, if you live in the DMV, everybody know about the carryout, right? 3 wings and rice, all that other stuff, right? So, Mr. Calloway, if you live in Forestville or District Heights, you'll know where I'm talking about. But there is a carryout called Nemo's Carryout that's off of Walters Lane. Now, what he witnessed was he saw that a Oriental guy or a Chinese guy or whatever, young cat, was outside collecting cats and putting them into this brown bag, and eventually took them inside the store, inside the carryout. Okay, so the carryout is not a pet shop. Well, it kind of is, but it's not officially a pet shop. So why would he be bringing these cats inside? Well, let's make the assumption that they are using these animals as food.
Yep.
And do I believe this story?
Yep.
I do. I do. Not getting off subject, but a couple of years ago, I witnessed something myself coming back from Atlantic City. Now, what's that shopping center up there by where the Staples used to be at, and where the GameStop and Pizza Hut used to be at? Taco Bell and Wendy's and Long John Silver's.
You talking about Yums?
Yeah, that shopping center up the street. Now, I came back from Atlantic City, and this was at night. And what I witnessed when I was getting off the bus was there was this guy that was sticking something into one of the holes that was by the sidewalk, and he kept, making this motion, hitting something. He pulled something out, what I thought was maybe like a rat or something, or a mouse, and he took this thing inside the carryout. Well, I said, won't be eating in there no more. Won't be getting nothing out that carryout no more. And I think it's right next door to the liquor store, right? All right. So that goes to say that, this food that we are eating at the carryout, because we're all guilty of it, it's not steak.
Nope.
It's not it's not any food that we are accustomed to eating to. Now, would I say that this is wrong? I'm going to go on the flip side of the coin here. It is not wrong to eat cat, dogs, and all that other stuff, right? Now, hear me. Hear me before you say, oh, well, you're crazy. If you grew up and you're accustomed to eating that type of stuff like they do overseas, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Because Hindu people look at us funny because we eat cows.
Yeah.
And they have cows as like sacred, they're sacred and all this other
animals,
stuff. Yeah. So they look at us like we look at people of, you know, Chinese people, Asian people and stuff like that, that practice in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to offend anybody, but we all know that it happens. So there's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is when you bring it over to another culture and you try to pass it off as something that it's really not.
It's cow.
No, it's not. Black people and big people, we know food. Chicken wings, we know that they put these steroids in these chicken wings because sometimes you go to the curry out, you get these chicken wings. Chicken wings have more muscles than you have on your arms, you know. And then like the meat that's on the shish kebab, that's not steak. I'm sorry, people. That's either rat, cat, dog, or whatever else that they cook. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't want to offend anybody, but I probably am. But these carryouts are not serving what you think they're serving. And Mr. Calloway made a good point. He said that there are no food regulators inside these carryouts. It's a lot of stuff going inside these carryouts. It's a lot of stuff that we are eating because we're all accused of it, that we have no idea what we're eating.
You're right.
Every carryout you go to, you get shrimp and broccoli or steak and broccoli. It tastes different every carryout that you go. And people know, I know steak. When I eat steak, I eat steak blindfolded. Hey, this is steak. When I go to different carryouts, if I go to Yums, if I go to this, that, the other, it's always different. It always have a different taste. Now, I still go to the carryout, I'm not going to lie, but I'm on the safe side, at least I hope I think I am. I always get 3 wings and rice. I used to get steak and cheese, but, you know.
It's scary. It's scary with that because, you know, you go in the stores and try to imitate or make that pepper steak. Doesn't take nothing like it. And if you ever look at the meats and stuff, you see the type of like little stripes and stuff upon the meat. That's not steak.
Right.
Steak don't have stripes. It's not a tiger.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. You know what has stripes? Cats. So be careful. All we're saying is just bringing something like, be careful where you eat. A lot of these places are not clean. You walk into there, the floors are real nasty and stuff like that. But steady, they keep on feeding us. So you just got to be careful what you eat and what you're putting into your body.
And these Chinese buffets that everybody go to, I mean, they're just not aware of what's going on behind closed doors. You know, if you don't have food regulators coming in, they come from, a lot of these carryout people, they come from a different culture. So there's some standards are not like our standards. So they can leave food on the floor, not, you know, really on the floor, but in an open container, placed on the floor. I've seen this on Dateline News a lot. I've seen this on TV where they expose a lot of these carryout places, and that's what we have to deal with. You know, and I don't want to make this a race thing or a culture type thing, or but this is the thing, right? If you go into more suburb parts of Maryland, you don't see a lot of carryouts there. You know, what is it, Wheating? Montgomery County. You don't see a lot of carryouts out there. In our area, you see carryouts, liquor store. You used to see gun shops, carryouts, liquor store, gun shops, stuff like that. When you go out to these suburbs, you don't see a lot of that stuff. I mean, even when I go to Florida, I don't see a lot of carryouts out there. You know, I see a lot of Chinese buffets and stuff like that, but I don't see a lot of carryouts. Now, I may be wrong. I don't live in Florida, so I may be speaking something that I don't know. I may be wrong. If I am, I apologize. But all I'm saying is, man, a lot of this food that you are consuming is not what you think it is. And you just have to be careful. Now, Mr. Calloway is calling for a boycott of all carryouts. Are we going to follow him? Mr. Calloway, I wish if you see this episode that you would reach out to me. I gave you my telephone number. Give me a call. I'll support you all the way, man. Because I don't like eating stuff that I don't know what it is. Yep. You know, everybody knows Mary's Steakhouse.
Yep.
You know, you get the steakums and stuff like that. That steak don't look like that, man. It doesn't look like Murray's steak to me.
No, it don't.
You know, so man, just be careful going out there to these carryouts. And again, Mr. Calloway, please, please, please give me a call, and we'll show you the video that I saw that he did at the end of this program. So just stick around after we end it. It's going to be the full video so you can see what we're talking about.
All right, then. So that's what you have about carryouts. Just be careful what you guys eat and investigate. Just know what you put into your bodies. And like always, you guys can hit us up at thegameshow@gmail.com. And that's The Game Show with an A. Leave in the comments.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamOS community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. And we'll see you next time on WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Gaming Show.
See you guys next time. Keep on watching.